What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Now, I was reading here about the Lakers and a possible young talent they possibly can get on their team. And I think it would be a good fit for the Lakers. I think it would be somebody that they really can actually, utilize a lot, like really use for their team. And the person I'm talking about is Cam Reddish off of the New York Knicks. Now, I've talked about him maybe about a month ago or so or something like that in one of my videos about him coming to the Lakers. So it was more speculation then. Maybe now it's more in the forefront or pushed forward for this to possibly happen, because going by the New York Post, you can actually look on the site yourself. But, Cam Reddish wants off of the Knicks, from my understanding. So if he wants off the Knicks, which is very understandable, the Knicks aren't going nowhere no time soon. Julius Randle is not a superstar. He can't carry a team. He shouldn't be a number one. He's a number two or number three on a team at best. And RJ Barrett is getting better. Derrick Rose is playing really good, but he's also aging. And on top of that, the Knicks are just not a laughable franchise, but at the same time, they're borderline a laughable franchise because, they really don't seem to make any noise at any point. I mean, you hear things about Donovan Mitchell, then you stop hearing things about that, trade acquisitions possibly for that. You heard other big names, Kevin Durant, other big names. Nobody seems to fall through on New York anymore, the Knicks anymore, seem like. So it just seems like it's over for them until something good comes their way, which doesn't seem like it's happening no time soon, but that's another story for another day. But even still, Cam Reddish is wanting off of the Knicks. He just probably doesn't see much of a future there, and he doesn't see much of a role there of his expectations. Now, I will say this, if he comes to the Lakers, his role might be about the same, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure, but it won't be as promising as he might think. But at the same time, he will be on a team that has a lot better chance of winning sometime soon than the Knicks does. And, when you're winning and, playing at a decent level, that goes a long way, because that betters your career as a young player, gets you looked at a lot more, gets you more money, and it puts you in a better situation to be a winner. So, I mean, that's definitely a plus for Cam Reddish. Him coming out of Duke, he was a high pick, and he has a lot of expectations for Cam Reddish, but at the same time, the only way he can live up to him is if he's on a team that's either winning or give him the opportunity to play the way he liked to play in a team that really fits his style of play. Because coming from Duke, not every Duke player fits with a lot of NBA teams, because they're used to, good passing, good fundamentals, all those things, even though I'm not a Duke fan by any means. But at the same time, I give them respect because they have won championships, and they have had some decent players come out of their college. Decent to very good players, of course, come out their college. So you got to give them that respect in that regard. So Cam Reddish knows what winning basketball is like. He knows that he knows the basics. He knows what it's like to be coached by a Hall of Fame coach in Coach K for the Duke Blue Devils. But at the same time, NBA is a lot different, and he's going to have to look at things a lot different and expect things to be different going into this league, or if he's going to be a part of this league going forward. Because what's asked of Cam Reddish is for him to go out there and perform at a pretty decent high level and flourish in his solid role as a role player. Because I think Cam Reddish feels like he could be, a superstar player. I'm not saying that he can't, because he's definitely got a lot of years ahead of him and a lot of time, to become better or more of a force than what he is now. But at the same time, I will say this. I like Cam Reddish. I like his upside. I think he's a good small forward / power forward. I think he's like 6'8". early 200 pounds, somewhere in there. And he can shoot. He can really shoot. And that's the main thing. The fact that he's 6'8" with that size, that can play power forward or small forward. And he's not shy on defense. He's not great on defense, but not shy as well. So that definitely helps. But like I said, he can shoot. And that's a big thing, because the Lakers, they need shooting. Because, with Russell Westbrook on the floor, they're deprived of a lot more perimeter access in regards to getting more perimeter scoring, from one of their top players. So if they can have somebody like Cam Reddish step into the lineup, put in some good minutes, if they can acquire him from the Knicks, where it really shouldn't be hard for them to do, with the fact that him not wanting to be there, and the Knicks are just a mess overall. I think the transaction or the transition would be easy. Wouldn't be that hard to get a player like Cam Reddish, even though the Knicks might still play hardball just because of what the Lakers are offering. The Knicks might not be interested. So, it's a lot that goes into this. It really is. But at the same time, it's a lot that goes into it in regards to, the Lakers being able to, get somebody else who can stand out there on the perimeter, can help them. Because, see, the notion was they were going after Buddy Hield to get somebody out there on the perimeter to, help out and, stretch the floor a little bit more, because that's what LeBron is really missing. He's missing somebody who can stretch the floor that he could depend on at a high level. And the only way that's going to happen is if they get a player like a Buddy Hield, or maybe even a Cam Reddish. Even though Cam Reddish is not the best three-point shooter in the league, neither is Buddy Hield. Well, technically he was, but still percentage-wise. But my point is, if you can get somebody like Cam Reddish in there who could provide you good minutes, and knock down perimeter shots when given the opportunity, and he could be trusted from the three-point line at least around the 38 to 40%, I'd say about 35 to 38%, on average, from the three-point line, because Russ was like 20% from the three-point line. And, I think that'll help the Lakers out a lot more. And then they can, switch out in regards to defensive rotations if, Cam Reddish is not, good in that area, which I don't think he's that great in that area. I just think he's active in that area, which means, he's not gonna, fold under pressure on defense. He's definitely gonna try. He's definitely gonna put effort in. I just don't think he's really great at it. But like I said, he's got so much time to be great and good and all that at other areas of his game. He just needs to be on a team to where he feels comfortable and where he can find a home, and a home that he's comfortable with. So the Lakers definitely should look out for this option here. It definitely be a good pickup for them if they can get him. And hey, let's see what happens. This definitely will be a good momentum swing, for the Lakers, having a good floor spacer like him with the wingspan that he has, which is like 6'8", 7'1" wingspan or something like that. And on top of that, he's young, upcoming, and there again, since you gave away one of your young pieces in THT, now if you get Cam Reddish, now you have a upcoming young player that has a lot of talent and that can stretch the floor, and that would actually be what you need right now in the current time before the season starts. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.